Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday Morning Stella! Well, it's actually Easter Sunday today, and Sunday afternoon, a lot of action going on out there, and it's like just the perfect time of day. So, Jackson's here. Jackson's just come for a trek. Come and say hello. Come and tell everybody it's getting better. His knee's getting way better. What happened to your knee?
I had an osteotomy. Osteotomy.
Spell it.
Oh, no.
It's good to have you back.
Thanks.
Yep. What'd you get for Easter?
For Easter? My mum left an egg on my bed, eh?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Easter bunny.
Easter bunny.
Good. Thanks, Jacko. All right. I want to talk to you about you, design, in the next 10 years. So where you're at now, like I believe life is about constant improvement. And where you're at now, I want you to think about what your perfect body looks like. How does that look for you? Like I'm 44 years old now. My body's a lot different than it used to be, but I'm striving to make it better and better and better and better. It doesn't mean you'll always stay on that path, but where is it for you? Are you on that track of making your body more flexible, more healthy, better physique, how it feels? Are you on that track? And if you're not, what does it look like for you? Maybe Jackson might put two pictures up here. Does it look like this or this? You know, does it look like, you know, do you want it to be toned and great and full of energy? Because here's why. One, you can do it, and two, you can't perform at peak levels unless your body is at a place that's going to that peak state. Because if you're drinking too much, if you're eating crap food, if you're not sleeping enough, you just can't perform at what you could do. You can definitely perform. I'm sure there's people who haven't got the best body who do great things, but imagine what they could do if they decided to make a change. So what does your body look like? Where do you want it to be? And there's no reason that you can't change it. If you're unhappy with where you're at, there's no reason you can't change it slowly and surely, slowly and surely. Your finances. Like, what do you want your finances to be? Where do you want them to be over the next 10 years? You're gonna be somewhere, so where are you now? You might be rich as anything. You might not need any more money, but that's fine. Earn more and donate it to charity. Earn more and do great things with it. Just keep it moving in a better and better place. If you haven't got enough money right now, why is that? Like, why is that? For one, you created it. For two, you can choose to change it. But you have to slowly make changes, slowly and surely, slowly and surely. What a lot of people do is they get unhappy with something, but they stay there. Or they start for a little bit and they don't make changes over a consistent period of time. They might go a bit better for a bit and then just go back to where they were. Yo-yo dieting, it's exactly that. So where are you right now with your finances? What do you want them to be? And how are you going to design the next 10 years around it? I went to see a billionaire the other day, sat in the room for 3 hours with him. I rang him up, said, can I come down? I've got friendly with him over time. He's 70 years old. I took 2 pages of notes. I reckon I could have taken 10 pages of notes. But for the first hour or so, I didn't take any notes because we were just chatting. I got such great tips on his path in life that he was happy to pass on. It's so funny. Successful people are just happy to pass on stuff. They just are. They're happy to share because sharing seems to give them an edge as well. Helping other people. At the end, I said to Gary, why do you do this? Like, why do you catch up with me and sit here in this amazing office of his right across from the Harbour Bridge? He said, because it's my responsibility to pay it forward, to pass it on. Fantastic. I got so much out of that. So where are you today? You might have 0 in your bank account, but what does that look like for you? It's like your perfect body. Where do you want that to be? Do you want 100 grand in your bank account? Do you want $1 million in your bank account? What does that look like? But if you don't start making some changes around towards that slowly and surely, and here's the thing, staying consistent in your decision making along the way, you're probably not going to get there. And if you do have some, you're probably going to go back to where you were. You've got to slowly change your decision making over time, and here's what happens if you do that. You start to change on the inside. You start to expect the outcome that you want because you're making the moves towards it. You're earning the right to have it, and you're earning the right to retain it. That's the thing. Here's the definition of character, which I heard so many years ago. The definition of character is sticking with a decision long after you made the decision in the first place, long after the emotion of the decision was made in the first place. Because what most people do is go, look, I'm really overweight, I need to change. And they start, but they don't stick with it. So their character isn't built around that. They start, gets too hard, or they forget, or go back to their old habits. Their habits just don't change, and they go back to where they were. People who win lotto do exactly that. They win lotto, they get $1 million, and they end up broke, or just where they were, or less, because they haven't actually learned the characteristics, changed their character around having it, or creating it, having it, and keeping it, and building on it. Here's one other thing I want to share with you. What does spirituality look like for you? I don't mean in a religious sense. I mean in an internal sense. What are you doing to uplift your mind, to uplift your spirit, to uplift your being, to take yourself to this place? I was on the phone to a friend of mine today, and he beat cancer twice. Great friend of mine. He's almost like family to me. And he's going to a place called Mount Athos in in Greece. And he's going to this place. I mean, he said Google it, watch a video of it. It's pretty amazing. But he's going there. Hello?
Hi.
Hello. He's going there for a total spiritual experience. Now, I don't know if he's religious or not. I don't really know. But it doesn't really matter. If you Google this video, Mount Athos, and watch it, you watch how dedicated these people are and how they live their life. If you want to talk about a spiritual plane, that's it. But what are you doing to increase your spirituality, to increase your internal self? What are you watching? What are you feeding your mind? Who are you becoming? How do you talk? How do you treat your body? All of that does. I want to die an enlightened being. And there's a guy called Dr. David Hawkins who talks about this, how you enlighten yourself. Because here's what I think. I think there's secrets in the world that we can't see, and the more enlightened we become, things open up to us. Things flow to us, abundance comes to us, people come to us, secrets reveal themselves to us. That's what I'm seeing as I get older and older and older. Here's the thing for the video, the next 10 years. I want you to go on a journey with me over the next 10 years, and I want you to take yourself to a place that you can only imagine. I want you to get the body that you want, the finances that you want, the home that you want, the family that you want, the spirituality that you want, the enlightenment that you want, the results that you want, and there's no reason you can't have it. But here is where it begins. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You have a decision today to list all the things that you want, and every day stick to those decisions, day after day after day. Your character will change, your spiritual self will change, your results will change, and your world will change. That's how it works. If you want to come along with me, share these videos along as we go, but here's one thing that I know. The only reason you won't achieve what you want over the next 10 years is because of you. Let's get into this week. Thanks for the camera work, Jack. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.